We did it, guys. We went down to the 2024 South Carolina Sectional Championship and came home the limited division state champion. Set that goal 6 months ago to go down there, win that thing, bring home the title, and we went and did it. Now I'm gonna break down all the footage in this video. If you're not here for that, cool, hit the timestamps down in the description. Go check out some stage footage to see how I shot them. Only thing I ask before you go, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel a ton. So this match absolutely lived up to the billing. It's been kind of the worst kept secret around that South Carolina is putting on one of, if not the best sectional championship that money can buy. Due to mainly the hard work of Todd Holmes, Todd Castro, Tyler, Chris, Don, all those guys in the upstate that put in so much work to make this match what it is. And it showed. There was over 300 competitors at a sectional championship. There were 10 stages. We only got to shoot 9. One got thrown out due to a prop malfunction. But it was absolutely a fantastic match. Staff reset. Let shooters be shooters. Just go there, focus on your shooting. So can't recommend that enough. Vendor area, you're not gonna run across a better vendor area than what we had at this match. I've never seen so much engagement in a vendor area as we had at this match. And there was tons of sponsors. And I know Tom Castro worked really hard on that to get vendors in. And I mean, there's a whole slew of vendors and it was honestly awesome. I ended up buying a few products myself. Gonna be tagging all these guys in all the videos. I really appreciate the companies that help support the sport and help keep shooters shooting. Now, one of the first shout outs I'd like to give is to all of my friends and training partners that have helped me achieve this goal. Whether it be from training together, keeping my spirits high, keeping me on track with my training, letting me borrow their guns that frankly I can't afford to run, and just generally helping me get to where I was at to put me in a position to win the state title. Daniel, Robert, John, Lyndon, all you guys, I really appreciate it. And even Daniel, he didn't have a great day. He was a little off, had a bad day, but no matter what, after I came off of each stage, he was there to help support me, lift me up, keep me rolling. Really appreciate you guys for helping keep me on track and keeping me rolling to achieve the goals that I set forth. Next, I'd like to shout out to Miss Christy Ann Moon. She runs a Facebook page called 2 Alpha Firearms Photography. She goes around to all of the local matches and to the majors and takes some really, really awesome HD photos of competitors. And she won't take a dime from it. She does it just because she loves to do it and loves to help out. We've actually even tried to help donate money to her for what she's doing. Her response, give it to some type of charity that's takes donations for kids. She really loves it. She does awesome things for the sport. We really appreciate her. Now, going into this match, I had 3 goals that were tiered. All right, first I wanted to win the state championship. Wanted to be the best limited shooter in the state, get that title of state champion by my name. Boom, went and did that, knocked it out. Second, I wanted to be high master, and there was actually quite a few master class shooters that were coming down to shoot in the limited division, and happy to say that I also took first place master. And the third was to win limited overall, and Joey Sauerland with Masterpiece Arms makes that a difficult challenge no matter who it is stepping up to run irons in the limited division. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to hit that third one. I was just off the tick. He was just faster, accurate, and more skilled than I was. And Joey really is a dominant shooter in the limited division. I mean, we had a huge crowd of some really talented competitors there across all divisions, and for him to take 5th place overall with an iron-sighted pistol at a match with this level of difficulty is extremely impressive. That takes us on to the stages. Now, there's been a lot of talk about these stages. A lot of work was put into them, and I must say this was probably the most difficult match I've ever shot, and I'm absolutely here for it. I love the challenge that these stages put forth. It honestly seemed a lot more like a national level match than it did a sectional level match. There were so many different stage plans that could be run on any stage. The way they tested different skills, like you couldn't come in and just be good at 1 or 2 things and finish well on these stages. They were designed in such a way that you had to be technically proficient in all areas of practical shooting in order to be able to perform well on them. And it really hurt you if you made a mistake somewhere, but it really rewarded you if you were able to hook up, because let's be honest, just not a lot of people were able to hook up 100% across all the challenges that were tested on each stage. Now, that being said, I didn't have the best day, honestly. I hit some goals, but Not super happy with the shooting. I went a little quicker than I wanted to, didn't have the accuracy that I should have had. Sorry, JJ. And I really wasn't shooting as proficiently as I'm capable of. I was letting the pressure get to me a little bit. So we started off on stage 5. Obviously tried to shoot that one the same way I always try to shoot my first stages. Don't try to win the match on it, don't try to lose the match on it. Just go in, lay down a decent run, get warmed up. But I was a little too warm already. Shot it a little faster than I wanted to. Wasn't really seeing my sights well. Ended up at 1394. I was about a second behind Joey, and 15 Alpha, 11 Charlie. A few too many Charlies for my liking, but it got us a second place finish behind Joey, 88%, and got us warmed up to roll into the next stage.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Now stage 6 was very interesting. From a stage design aspect, this thing was really impressive because it would kind of lull you into a false sense of security as far as how you're shooting. And going into the stage, I knew that when you get to that final position, there's kind of a little trick that Tom Castro put up there. You have 2 targets right on the ground right in front of you that you can just hose spray them, but then you got 5 pieces of steel back at the end. And I told myself beforehand that, hey, I'm gonna make sure that I prep my trigger, see my sights on each of the steel targets, go 1 for 1. But unfortunately, my inner drag racer came out, hosed those 2, and come up and just had a ton of makeup shots on the steel. Ended up killing my time. Still finished at 77%, which is a 3rd place finish behind Joey in limited division. 18 Alpha, 9 Charlie. Would like a few more Alphas there, but it didn't matter with how slow I shot the stage. Overall, that was a fun one, and I know that they caught quite a few procedurals on that stage due to that design at the end with people stepping out at the end. So good stage design, had a good time running it.
Are you ready? Stand by. Finish unload, show clear. Are you ready? Stand by.
Moved down to stage 7. Stage 7 was a fun one. It was a fun one to stage plan. It's one that took a lot of talk. And I felt like I had a decently well put together stage plan. And then watching videos after the match, there was about 15 different stage plans for that one that I saw that could have worked out. Unfortunately, I didn't hit the button on my hat cam when I started the stage. I've only got 3rd person footage. I was about a second off of Joey on this one. Still didn't have quite the hits that I would like on it. 17 Alpha, 8 Charlie. And unfortunately, I took a mic, so on the 4th target, the first target to the left once I moved forward, had 2 Alpha on it, but I could tell whenever my sights lifted when I broke the 2nd shot that it might have been a wall hit. Didn't let it get to me, finished out the stage well, went back and looked at it. Sure enough, put one right through the wall, just kind of overran the position a little bit. Still a pretty good stage for me overall. Without the mic, I would have liked to see that. So hit 76% on that one, which is good for a 3rd place finish.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Stage 8 was the dreaded Holy Monkey stage, and it was a very large field course with a lot of movement, and I really wanted to push speed here. I knew that if I could shave several seconds off the competition here, that would definitely help me out. I really liked the idea of coming off the start position, hitting the activator first and shooting my way out. I liked the plan I put together, but me wanting to cover ground as quickly as I did, it ended up costing me some accuracy. On that one, like I said, I was a little less than a second behind Sauerland on that one again. 14 Alpha, 15 Charlie, a Delta, and a Mike. Didn't call the Mike when it happened. Unfortunately hit it. Still ended up 4th place in the division, 81% of joy.
Are you ready? Stand by. If you are finished, unload show clear. If clear, hammer down holster. Are you ready? Stand by.
And look, I know I keep comparing myself to Joy, and it's not that I'm fangirling over the guy or anything, but he's a really great shooter. He went to a very difficult match and ended up winning 8 of 9 stages and just completely dominating. So he is kind of the gold standard for limited division right now. Now we hit stage 9, and it's another one that was a big course, a lot of movement, which definitely suits my shooting skills well. Went into this one and laid down what I felt was a really solid run. I actually beat Joey's time on this one by almost a second. I just wasn't aiming at the alpha zone. I was looking at targets and aiming and just going a little bit faster than my sights allowed me to do. Ended up 21.79 on time, 11 alpha, 17 Charlie, and the mic. Took the mic on that back left target from the next to last shooting position. You'll see it pop up in the video. This is after this stage, I really that's where I knew I needed to settle down. Regardless, finished 2nd division at 85% and really had a change of mindset moving forward after this one.
Are you ready? Stand by. Are you ready? Stand by.
Now I'm one at a major match, I like to keep track of the scores. And going all the way up to stage 9, it was a really tight race between Garrett Heinrich, Robert Walker, and myself for 1st place master. They were shooting on the squad right in front of me, and I kind of looked like, hey, if I want to go win that 1st place master, then I need to settle down and shoot to my abilities. My speed is there, just see alphas, shoot the alphas. And that's exactly what I did on stage 10. Went into stage 10, it was another one where there was a lot of different stage plans. Ended up settling on one that, hey, this can be competitive, and shot it well. Went 1 for 1 on steel, saw my sights, less than a second behind Joey on that one, 17 alpha, 8 Charlie, which is a huge improvement over the last couple stages. Ended up 2nd place, 92% of Joey, and started pulling the lead on the 1st place for master division, or master class.
Are you ready? Stand by. If you're finished, unload and show clear. If clear, hammer down and hold. Are you ready? Stand by.
Then we took the trip all the way back to the start of the range and moved down to stage 1. And this is one where I was honestly just kind of locked in. Felt really good, really solid about the stage plan. Didn't really see a better way to shoot this one, and went in and just executed on it, shot it well. Saw my sights, I aimed. Ended up taking the division win on this one. Beat Joey by nearly 4% on it. I was a second faster than he was, 17 Alpha, 6 Charlie, and as you can tell at the end there that Tyler was a little excited for me too.
Are you ready? Stand by. You are finished, unload, show clear. If clear, hammer down to holster.
Now stage 2, we're coming down to the wire. I've got a little bit of a lead built up, but I don't really want to go into protection mode yet. I still want to stay aggressive and get after it. Now, stage 2 is one that I had to shoot twice. Shot it the first time, had a problem getting my mag into the funnel. Caused me to get into a little rush state, got to the last position, and as I'm unloading and showing clear, I see that I've only got a single delta hit on the target that's right in front of me. So I come up with the only round in the gun, which is in the chamber, and put one center mass. Unfortunately, the RO had the timer behind his back because he thought I was done. That's my mistake. And it didn't get counted. So I had to get a reshoot. That was 24 seconds, not counting that final shot. Ended up reshooting it, cleaned some things up a little bit. Ran it in 22 seconds clean with 18 Alpha, 11 Charlie, 1 Delta in 22 seconds, which is good enough for a second place finish, 88% of Joey, heading into the final stage of the day.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Now stage 3 was the final stage we shot, and I'm gonna be honest, the pressure got to me a little bit. Stage 3 was one that I had not got to walk a whole lot. I'd probably walked out one the least out of any of the stages at the match. Wasn't really solid on my stage plan, but it was one that I had dialed in, so I said I was gonna shoot it that way anyway. Looking at the scores, I knew I had a bit of a lead built up over Robert and Garrett for first place master. Knew that I was in a strong running. They weren't technically out to win the state championship, but I knew if I just performed decently well on it that I'd bring home the win in both. But if Garrett or Robert went in and crushed the stage, then the next stage they were shooting, then technically they could have pulled it out. I honestly let that one get to me a little bit. Shot the stage really slow. Several targets had 3 alpha hits on them. A lot of makeup shots that I didn't need. Ended up 4th place at 71% with 22 alpha, 5 Charlie, and a Delta.
Are you ready? Stand by. If you're finished, unload, show clear. If clear, hammer down, holster.
Are you ready?
Stand by.
So with that one, I ended up winning the state championship, winning first place in master, which I was extremely pumped about. And I got a pretty cool video at the very end to show you guys about it. So we brought home the state championship. Very excited about that first place master. Second year in a row going to the South Carolina section and winning my class. What's next? So it's time to get refamiliarized with this thing. We are going back to the dot. So I've been putting in a lot of work this week, next several weeks, getting tuned back up, switching back over to the dot. Time to take the Atlas and the Camerons back to John and Lyndon, get back to running that dot where a lot of heat is at currently. What do we have coming up? We've got the Alabama Sectional Championship in about 6 weeks. We're gonna go down there and absolutely dominate the dot division. In the meantime, we have our sight sync class coming up. If any of you guys in the South Carolina area want to start running a dot, running it efficiently, and learning how to take full advantage of the benefits a dot gives you over irons, go to ectraining.net, get signed up. We still have a few spots left in that. And any of you guys that really weren't happy with your performance when it comes to stage planning and stage execution, go check out our competitive concepts class. That's one we hold down at Sand Hills. It's a class and a match we shoot together, shoot with all the students, get them coached up. Had some really great feedback from that course, and we've still got a few spots left in that. Until next time, we'll see you on the range.
That's fucking cool, dude.
Heck yeah, dude.
Whoa.
So proud, dude. Heck yeah. Awesome,
What are you
dude.
doing,
I won the state championship.
State champ.
He just, yeah.
Well, now, like,
And
Just
limited.
now. Just now.
oh,
State champ and limited.